Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos, and welcome to another new episode of Take It to the Table, hosted by Wrestling Republic. I am joined by none other than Soul. Welcome to the show, Soul. How you doing?
Oh, very well, my friend. Always good to be talking about good wrestling for a change.
Exactly. We're going to have a positive Thursday today. As you obviously may have seen by the thumbnail, we're going to be reviewing AEW Dynamite. And of course, just going through all the individual moments, all the individual matches, and give overall thoughts of the event. We're going to be talking about a certain person who's very nice and very evil has become all elite. And we're going to be talking about why Johnny Gargano did not show up on Dynamite last night. So I got a little question for you, Soul, as well, which I won't reveal later until afterwards. But it's regarding a certain superstar sorry, why am I saying superstar? A certain wrestler. Superstars in AEW. Yeah, a certain wrestler in AEW that we're gonna delve into. But yeah, without further ado, let us take it to the table. All right. So AEW Dynamite has been and gone. What was your thoughts from the get-go? Of the show last night?
I thought it was a really strong card with a lot of good points on it. It was better than last week's. I'll definitely say that.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember much from last week. So yeah, that's one thing. Yeah. One thing I do say, I just remember that this was also a special one. This was the AEW Beach Break episode.
Yes.
So
Beach Break in sub-zero temperatures in Cleveland with
yeah.
Good one.
I would love to know where they had to go for the little promo thing they did with for Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole when they were on the beach. I'd like to know where that was. That must have been in Florida or something. Or
somewhere
Jamaica.
nice.
Somewhere nice. 100%. Yeah, I agree. It was definitely a stronger card, probably simply because also the moments were more memorable. I don't remember. I felt like last week's was more like filler. But yeah, it was very strong from the get go. As soon as the show started, they didn't even go into the entrances. It went straight into the ladder match, which was for the Undisputed TNT Championship between Cody Rhodes and Sammy Guevara. Yeah, what a strong match that was. It was good, awesome spots, good back and forth. Cody playing the crowd as he does. I like this. I don't know what gimmick this is, but I'm loving it. How he's just not feeding into what the crowd really think of him. It's better than it's much better than what John Cena did. You know, that kind of thing. It's definitely it's definitely a polarizing figure, and it's pretty much happened kind of overnight. But
yeah, he's definitely good. I mean, he's working with this whole thing about him not having a contract and doing this handshake deal that he's reportedly on at the moment. It's building a lot of suspense and wondering what's going on. But then you remember he's got Roads to the Top to film with TNT, and you kind of can't really jump ship to another company while filming a reality show.
Yeah, it's for sure. There's still talk about that, about him possibly showing up in the Rumble, which I don't think that's. I mean, the day that happens, I'll go bald. that's how bad.
A good look for you, hey.
Say again?
A good look for you. Let's go for that.
Yeah, the bald people always get the best roles and stuff. So exactly. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this he's playing the role nicely. I'm liking this. I think this carry on as normal. But the match itself going back, awesome spots. That ladder spot from when he jumped when Sammy Guevara jumped from his ladder across to Cody Rhodes and did a cutter. That was just it was just beautiful.
Now the question is that the best cutter ever done? Because a lot of people like to go for the Randy Orton, Seth Rollins one at Mania, where Seth.
No. If people say that was the best one so far is definitely it has to be Randy Orton with mini RKO Evan Bourne. Simple as that is my favorite. Like I watch that every time and I get goosebumps every time I see it because it's just beautiful. And like just also from seeing Orton's face as well afterwards, he knew that was badass as fuck. So yeah, that one I don't think nothing has topped that yet.
I think the one Orton did against CM Punk at Mania was pretty good, where Punk went for a top rope elbow. and then Cena bounced up. Orton bounced up and then hit him with the RKO.
Okay. See, that one, I rivaled that one with when he did it to Carlito. Remember that one?
Oh, that was a good one.
Was a good. I think that's what pretty much I think that's one of the ones that started this out of nowhere stick. But everyone seems to forget about that one.
It's poor Carlito getting buried.
I miss Carlito, man. It's a shame he didn't give him a full run when he came back at the Rumble. That was good. But yeah, 100%. But yeah, there was awesome spots. That was definitely the highlight. But yeah, what was your thoughts on that match? Starting.
I mean, basically that match just describes adrenaline's a hell of a fucking drug, because they were doing tons of shit that was like, oh Jesus, Sammy jumping up, like going off that top ladder, and the ladder didn't break. That match is gotta be hurting.
Yes. Yeah. Let me ask you this question: Does it annoy you sometimes when you see? I know it's meant to be for safety reasons, but does it annoy you when you see the ref actually holding down the ladder in place so they don't like fuck up the spot? If you know what I mean? Doesn't it kind of like? Does it kind of like not necessarily
breaks the immersion sort of thing?
Kind of. You know, that doesn't annoy you? Or you
I want to say yes. I want to say yes and no, because it's the yes that's like, oh, we better break immersion, but no, because you don't really want Sammy Guevara to break his neck on national television now, do you?
No, I get that. I think maybe I'm just complaining with the camera cuts. They can make it a bit more sharper. So
we don't want a Kevin Dunn situation where we're getting 16 random cuts a second. Look at the children, come on. I know our attention span's low, but come on, we can survive with a few cuts.
For real. Yeah, I think probably of course, safety first. Of course, this thing that's the seeing them actually just hold it down and still telling them to like get down. You're gonna hurt yourself. It's just like what the hell are you doing? You're helping them, like, but whatever. I think they just need to definitely cut it or like avoid the referees being seen for sure.
I think it would have been better maybe if Fuego del Sol holded the ladder, because he got involved in the match.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was kind of pointless. I don't know why. Like, if anything, it just helped making Cody look more of a heel, but that's not what they're trying to go for.
Who knows?
I don't understand his input. Like, who cares about Del Sol? I understand you that's your friend, but you had no business in that match. Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what did you think of that? Did that ever make sense?
He's protecting his buddy. He's protecting his vlog buddy, you know. Trying to get him away.
He just reminds me of like Marco Stunt. Marco Stunt, just there for no reason, but just getting.
Well, he's gone from AEW, so.
Yeah, true. Which is a shame. Like, he just didn't even get a send off. He just disappeared literally.
He's replaced by Christian. I mean, hey, Christian. I take Christian.
Fair enough. I do miss Marco Stunt for just taking those crazy ass bumps. That's what I miss.
Yeah.
But
I think he'll do better on GCW, which is where his main
Jesus
thing is.
Christ. Really? Oh, I didn't know he was a GCW guy.
Oh yeah, he's been there quite a few times for the shows.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough.
If you want to find Marco Stunt, Game Changer Wrestling, that's where you want to go.
Okay, fair enough. So yeah, all in all, that was a solid opener to the show. Very good start. But yeah, overall, at the end of it, Sammy Guevara has become your new undisputed TNT champion. After like cracking Cody with the with one of the title belts, and he just fell to the floor, and then he grabbed the titles. There was also a crazy bump as well with the superplex.
Yeah,
that looked painful, and I was worried about, because it was very close to the belts. I was worried they might just botch it and somehow drag the thing down.
But hey, it was pulled off. It was pulled off successfully. The guys did it. That's it.
Yeah, that's the most important.
Although I will say, I didn't think the right man won. I wanted Cody to win.
I was kind of hoping. I was thinking that Cody was going to win for sure, 100%. But I guess they probably got cold feet, thinking that Cody is H.
Yeah, if I was being like, oh, Cody's going to stay with the company, I would have not had Guevara win against Dustin at Battle of the Belts. I would have had Dustin Rhodes win the interim title, and we get a brother versus brother thing.
Again, yeah.
But hey, that's what universe mode is for.
Oh, I need to talk to you about that as well. So afterwards as well. But yeah, so that was a good solid start. Then the next match, I believe, was the trios match. It was
Jericho.
Jericho, Santana, and Ortiz versus 2.0 and Danny Garcia. Again, I do not care for this thing. I feel bad. I feel bad for the. I think it's just the whole thing with Eddie Kingston and Ortiz and Santana. I'm kind of over the Inner Circle now. It doesn't even feel like the Inner Circle anymore.
I think the Inner Circle really ran its course at Double or Nothing with the Stadium Stampede match.
110%. I 100% agree. I'm so over them. It like even at the time, but it didn't look like that. But now it just looks like people that's coupled up together that's trying to hold on to whatever relevancy they have. It's really weird. And the standout, so 110%, Santana and Ortiz. I think they're gonna go further than Jericho and Hager, who's also, by the way, just disappeared. Like,
yeah, where the fuck is Hager? He's like Brian Cage, fucking disappeared, done his role, and then gone.
Exactly. It's
I kind of hope if the great minds shall, we can just end this Revolution 6-man match: Jericho, Hager, and Guevara against Santana, Ortiz, and Kingston. Maybe make that a match for Revolution.
Maybe that's
not. I can't see that match happening if Sammy Guevara is still the TNT title, because that takes the TNT title off the card unless Guevara is going to do Double G.
Yeah, true.
It just needs to. I think the Inner Circle's ran its course. It's time to end it.
I think there needs to be a reshuffle, or a new era of factions, because all the first year people, I guess was it year 1, year 2, whatever. Basically, last year's factions, they've all ran its course. Inner Circle,
Team Taz run its course.
Death Triangle.
Death Triangle. The only ones I would say is not run its course is the Dark Order, because I really like the Dark Order. I think the Dark Order is amazing.
Yeah, 110%, 110%. I'll say, and I think that they'll always stay about. Why not?
Santana Ortiz can do great things as a tag team themselves. Guevara's a good singles guy you can have on hand. Jericho, legend status. Hager. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dot.
Yeah, if Hager wants to go do MMA, then hey, let him do MMA. It's something he's somewhat good at. He's got a better record than Punk at it, so
there's that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But 100%. I think they need to reshuffle things. I don't know what Jericho would do after the Inner Circle. I think he probably needs to do maybe one more heel run. I think I just love Jericho more as a heel.
Yeah, I'm feeling him more as a heel now.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to do that. What's that gimmick thing he's trying to do with like the FMU or something like that?
GFY.
Oh yeah, for fuck's sake! Like Jericho, you've had some great stuff with, Raw's Jericho, which you please shut the hell up. But this one, mate, you're not getting over.
Yeah, GFY. It just sounds like that kid that wants to be cool and rude, and he just says it to the other kids. Like, yo, GFY.
I'm making my own language. It's like, if you're only part of the crew, if you know this is the GFY crew. We put up 3 fingers and we go GFY, and we're the coolest kids in the school cars.
Or the ones that actually mouth saying "fu," and then the kid obviously runs and tells him, it was like, I said vacuum. I didn't say fuck you. Like,
I wasn't being rude. Can we still be friends?
Fucking ridiculous. But yeah, that was that match. And then I thought that one was gonna be 2.0 winning. But it ended up being Jericho and Ortiz and Santana with the Judas effect, which one of the worst finishes ever. And then they pick up the win, and then didn't it just abruptly end? There was nothing. It was just one.
Pretty much, Santana and Ortiz were in the ring, and Jericho was mouthing something, but I couldn't hear over Judas playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so God knows where they're gonna go with that. I think they're just waiting until Eddie Kingston is back from injury. How long that is, and
it's similar to what happened with Miro and the Best Friends, where they were waiting for was Chuck Taylor coming or Trent coming off from injury.
Yeah.
It just kept on a bit too longer than it needed to be.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, that was that. Then next up, what was next up?
Punk and MJF.
Oh yes, Punk came out. Yeah, Punk and MJF had a little mouth off. And these guys have one of the best promos in the industry right now.
Superb. It was superb.
You already enjoyed it, yeah?
Oh, hell yes. I was glued to my goddamn seat watching it.
Yeah, it was.
MJF and Punk are just...
They're made for each other.
It's like watching Da Vinci paint or something like that, or Van Gogh paint. It's just such good... Like, just MJF referencing, like, the podcast, Punk saying he had to leave, and... The only like, it sort of builds up to this match, and it's like, can the match deliver?
Yeah,
on all this build?
Yeah, but that's another thing as well.
You've done it in Chicago, which is good. That's another good point, because you've got the home turf for Punk. But MJF needs this win.
That's what I'm thinking. It's looking like the MJF has to be the one to end the streak.
Yeah, and then I'm a CM Punk fan, right? I've got 2 signed plaques of the guy that I paid hefty money for, and I've got this jumper on. I'm a CM Punk mark, but he needs to lose this upcoming match.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think it was nice, the little undefeated streak. Why not? That's fine. But yeah, 100% MJF needs this more than Punk. Then if they need to, just run it back at Revolution.
Yeah,
CM Punk gets his win back. That's fine. I'm cool. I'm totally cool with that. But yeah, it's do you think it's going to be a clean win, or is it most likely going to be shenanigans?
The only thing I can see shenanigans with is Wardlow. Will we get a Wardlow face turn in Chicago next week?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think they're going to ride this as long as possible, I think.
Because I think Wardlow versus MJF could be a match for Revolution.
Maybe?
I think so, because people are hot on Wardlow. The reaction for him last night was pretty good. No, it was his hometown, but it was still solid.
Yeah.
And a lot of people they've been waiting for Wardlow to do this face turn, and just you want someone to just absolutely obliterate MJF, the snobby little shit he is.
100%. I think this is another example of them trying to do, in a sense, I don't want to say long-term booking, but just make it, don't rush it. It's over time. He still did MJF's dirty work at the end. He powerbombed CM Punk, so there's still a bit of loyalty there. I think they are going to long it out. Maybe there might be some shenanigans involving him next week, but I think the face turn probably won't happen until it has to be at a major point, which I would say probably has to be a pay-per-view where Wardlow costs MJF the win. As if they run it back. I'm more likely to see that happening than Wardlow versus MJF at Revolution, I'd say.
There's also that point of do you remember the segment 2 weeks ago where Mark Sterling came in about Wardlow's contract? If Wardlow wins a title, he has to hand it over to MJF immediately. So maybe we could see Wardlow in the Ladder of Revolution match, get a title shot for the TNT title, takes it off Guevara, and then we get a face turn there where he's trying to keep the TNT title away from MJF. Possibility.
Yeah, there's definitely possible. We just have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't think they're rushing or hurrying up to turn Wardlow. I think they're going to long it out as long as possible. And just further emphasize on the fact that they don't just jump the gun like a certain other company does.
A certain other company that are all in the entertainment space, shall we say?
Yes. Well put. So yes, after that segment, then there was, of course, a match between Red Velvet versus Legit Layla Hirsch. I don't remember this, nor do I care about this. Shall I move on? Yes. Move on. So then, of course, there was the Britt Baker. She came out as well with celebrating her accolades and making fun of the Cleveland. What's the team name? I should know this. I'm half American.
I mean, like,
all
the sports reference was just going over my head, and I was just like, oh, cool. I'm watching something I don't get. That's the thing about wrestling in America, right? It's always like very like, haha, sports team this, sports team that, and I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck am I on about?
But would it be the same if it was also in the UK, where it would just be making fun of Liverpool or Man United being shit?
Yeah, but more of us, we just make fun of our government all the half time.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point. But yeah, she was all boasting about her accolades and saying there's going to be one Baker that you can be proud of. All this, yeah, like you said, sports references. Another filler. I don't think it was really needed.
No,
really need it at all.
I think it would have been better time given to maybe Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy or any other match.
Yeah, 100%. And then of course they all led up to the main event, which was of course the lights out match between Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole, baby. So obviously this match, since it's lights out, it was this does not count towards their record. So whoever loses, it doesn't get registered as part of their wins and loss record, because wins and losses count. People believe
yes, they count in the land of the elite.
Exactly, they count in the land of elite, 110%. Yeah, all in all, this was especially totally exactly how I wanted to be, how I expected to be. Great, back and forth, hard hitting, inventive, innovative moves with the there was a backbreaker that Adam Cole did with the chains. They went around the arena, they went backstage where TK was just chilling
with Jerry Lynn,
dealing with Jerry Lynn.
The toys are fighting with each other.
Then of course there was the best friends came out, sort of the Young Bucks trying to interfere. Everything happened, and then there was for some reason there was people underneath the ring, so Adam Cole literally went to go and get a ladder or a chair. I believe it was a chair. Trying to pull it out, and then out comes Danhausen.
Yes.
An indie beloved. This guy is very quirky, to say the least. So yeah, completely just took Adam Cole by surprise. He was standing there posing. And then obviously even Orange Cassidy was like, what the fuck just happened?
There's more people.
There's more people, yep. And then obviously he just walked to the back. Now, and then shortly after the show, Tony Khan has announced that Danhausen is all elite. And yeah, he signed up with them. He's currently injured. I believe he had a broken leg last year.
I'm pretty sure it was his left leg he broke in a match.
Right.
Can't remember. I think it was an independent show that he broke it at, sadly.
Right. Yeah. So he's still mending from that. If you look closely, he still had a bit of a limp when he was there at the show yesterday. But yeah, as soon as he's back, then of course, then he's gonna be very interesting. To be fair, I'll be honest, I just know of the guy. I've never really seen any of his matches, but from what I've heard, he's built quite a following in the indie scene. He's quite loved. He got a great pop.
Danhausen was in Ring of Honor with PCO, and they were a tag team that did some good stuff in there. And do you know how the Gun Club get called the Ass Boys?
I've heard about this. What's this?
That's because of Danhausen.
Right. Okay.
So Danhausen calls them the Ass Boys because of Billy Gunn.
Right.
And of course, they've been having a bit of Twitter. So I can definitely see where if Danhausen was coming in, his first feud would have to be with either the Ass Boys. It's definitely going to be with the Ass Boys.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think Danhausen's going to shine the most on the YouTube shows Dark and Dark Elevation and being the elite. That's where he's going to thrive the best.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he going to be a world champion? No. Is he going to be a TNT champion? Probably not. But he's going to bring in so much merch money, attention, media stuff.
Yeah, he got a loud pop. Like people knew who he was in Cleveland. I think because I saw people on Twitter, the great famous Twitter, people saying, "Oh, he's all paranormal. This is what AEW was said not all about." But I don't think he's necessarily, from what I've seen, he's not necessarily full on paranormal like the Fiend, or it's not like that. It's not that kind of, he's just quirky.
Like I just love money. We all love money. That's it. Danhausen wants TV time to make money and have a blimp. Simple stuff. Every man wants a blimp.
Fair enough. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna break the AEW policy or status quo. That's the status quo. I don't think he's gonna do that. So it's I don't think it's gonna be like what's that chick's name? Abaddon. I don't think she's that kind of level. I don't think he's that kind of levels.
Watch it. He'll just join the House of Black.
Ooh, that's a good shout. I still don't even not sure what the House of Black is. It's I mean I love it, but I'm still trying to find out what does it like. What is their message? It's weird. It's a
The
weird
thing
cult
I
thing.
see it as, I see the House of Black as like this presence that they corrupt the people they beat with the Black Mist. So like I see Julia Hart joining it as their female star, Pac joining it maybe as another single star.
Yeah,
it just the thing with AEW is they just need more TV time.
I guess. So what you saying? What they should go Raw and do 3 hours?
No.
Okay.
Keep Dynamite 2, make Rampage 2.
Okay, all right, yeah, fair enough. And get a better time slot because they got a terrible time slot in the States. I think it comes on
They
like
don't really have other
10
places
o'clock.
to go though, because where else can they go? They can't go Thursday because of Tony Khan's association with the NHL, not the NHL, the Football League.
NFL, yeah.
That's it. They can't go Monday because Raw. They can't go early on Friday because of SmackDown. The only place they can go is Tuesday. Is that where NXT and Impact are?
Yes, NXT and Impact.
Screw it. Tuesday Night War. Let's go.
Just keep on haunting NXT.
Yes, kill NXT. Kill it with fire.
No, but then it wouldn't make sense because obviously you're trying to say that that's the more prime show before Dynamite. It doesn't really make sense.
True.
Dynamite's meant to be the must see first, then Rampage is the B show. So, I would say, all right, maybe go an hour earlier than SmackDown. Do it that way. And then obviously make sure you put your best stuff on the first hour and then everything else second, because everyone's going to go watch the first hour on SmackDown because Roman Reigns is always going to be the first one to come out. And then there's a tag team match. Shout out to Teddy Long.
As long as they keep announcing the matches on Dynamite before Rampage, announce the full card.
Oh yeah,
you're solid.
Yeah, 100%. Don't just think on the fly and then hope people see it on your Twitter feed. No, that's one thing I love about Dynamite. They plan ahead. And they don't, obviously things are always subject to change, but that's not always the case. So yeah, I think I agree. They need more TV time. Hopefully down the line they will get the 2 hours. We'll just see what happens there on TNT. So yeah, back to the match. Like I said, between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy, there was obviously Danhausen showed up. All the tag teams, all the factions showed up. That's another thing. No Red Dragon. Wonder what happened to him.
I saw Bobby Fish, but I didn't see Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, Bobby Fish was there. Okay, I didn't see that. Okay,
I think Bobby took out Chuck Taylor. I think it was.
Right.
It was a lot. It was a lot in that span. It was like everyone.
Yeah.
Kyle did come out and drop kick Chris Statlander while we weren't watching. Who knows?
Oh, very. Yeah, who knows? But so yeah, all in all, they went backstage, had an altercation with TK and Jerry Lynn. They went back out. There was I think Orange Cassidy was about to set up the Superman punch, but he got clocked by one of the lights.
That was nasty.
That was nasty. There was also one point that Orange Cassidy did his version of the Panama Sunrise, which was nice to see.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, going back to where the entranceway was, then obviously Adam Cole was looking to do a super duper Panama Sunrise. As he climbed up some scaffolding, he was setting up to do it. He didn't see where Orange Cassidy went. He ended up being behind him. Orange Cassidy low blows him from behind, and then gives him a nice. He gave the people what they wanted, which was a big hug.
You gotta give the people what they want.
You gotta give them what they want. And then he looked down to his right, and then for some reason Adam Cole was weak. He can't get out of the hug, and then he basically. It was like a belly to belly. It was a belly to belly / beach break through this. It didn't look like cardboard.
I look like wood. I look like wood.
Yeah, it looked a bit like wood, a little bit like wood. Yeah, crashed and burned. Diving headfirst into those, and then Orange Cassidy gets the win. 1, 2, 3. And I believe that is the end of their feud. And what an electrifying way to finish it. 100%. What was your thoughts on that match?
I liked it. I've seen a lot of people online say that Adam Cole's been booked like shit. I even saw one person say that Adam Cole looks unhealthy.
Wow. What?
Yeah, literally. It's like someone posted up a picture of him in NXT, and then like on being the elite, and they're like, Adam Cole looks so unhealthy. My God, they're killing him. They're draining him of his essence of wrestling. He's gonna die. There's gonna be a death on AEW's hands. And it's like, right, chill the fuck out first.
Why are you impersonating Vince? You sure it wasn't Vince that was saying?
Maybe it was Vince. Maybe it was Vince. He was just salty. He was just salty.
On a burner account.
Steph and Linda and Triple H is there, just like, my NXT's been fucking butchered. And he's just like, fucking Adam Cole. He's been killed. He's being killed by the company. I don't know what people are. I mean, first of all, one, time difference. It's NXT. It was like a picture when he debuted, and that's like, what, 4 or 5 odd years ago now? Who knows?
Yeah.
Time. Maybe he's just, it's like, just because he's moved on to another company, you don't have to say the man's dying, for fuck's sake.
It's you gotta love the IWC, man. You gotta love it.
You gotta.
But yeah, I don't think that he's out of shape. 110% don't. He's still. I don't think he's being booked poorly. He gets to team up with not just one but 2 of his former factions.
Yes.
And
he's got all his mates around him. He's got his girlfriend by his side as well. Mate, if Adam Cole's not happy, then
the guy is ranked number 1. He's going to most likely be next in line after Hangman Page takes care of Lance Archer. He's most likely going to be Adam Cole versus Hangman Page at Revolution. He's not been booked poorly. I don't think it's to the point where no. He will get a chance to be champion. 100%. He's going to be a champion down the line. I think they're going to definitely do the Undisputed Era-esque thing where they collect all the titles. So Red Dragon gets the tag team. He will get either the TNT or the AEW title, maybe. But yeah,
there's a wee thing with that I would like to see down the line. This is completely like, if it happens, then you hear it here first, right?
All right.
I would love to see a blood and guts match down the line with Red Dragon, Cole, and let's say Gargano does come up, and it's those 4, right?
Right.
And then you've got the Young Bucks and Kenny. But let's say Kenny turns to someone from his past to take down who's destroyed his precious elite. And we get Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Kota Ibushi in a blood and guts match.
Ooh, Kota. I thought he was gonna say Okada. I was like, but no, you gotta do Omega and Okada. You have their own singles thing. That's elite right there. That would have to be like an all-out pay-per-view main event.
Yeah, and of course you would make their name the Golden Elite.
The Golden Elite. What?
Well, think about it, because Kenny and Kota were the Golden Lovers.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then you've got the Elite, so the Golden Elite.
See, that sounds
trademark. You sell merch, you sell T-shirts, you sell figures. You're getting your money's worth.
Much better than the Grit couple, might I say? You get it? Because they have grit. Yeah. No.
Oh my God, it's such good business. Where'd you get that from? Your bloody high school degree? He's like, yeah, I've done it.
The Grit couple. Fuck off, Corey. Anyway, yeah. We went off a tangent. Yeah. What was you talking about? I completely
solid show. It was a solid show in general with Adam Cole.
Yes. There we go. Out of 10, we'll always give a rating out of 10 for each show that we review. Out of 10, what would you give this episode of AEW Beach Break?
8.
An 8. Okay. A solid 8.
The only weak parts were Jericho's match and the women's match, which is where AEW does suffer with their women's division.
Yes, 100%. There's still quite a few teething problems. Much better than when it first started. 110%. 110%, but still a few teething problems. They haven't reached to when WWE gets it right. They haven't reached to those levels yet. So yeah, 110%. Yeah, I don't see what the hype is with Hirsch. I like Red Velvet. She can put on some good matches. Just this Hirsch chick, I'm not buying. I'm really not buying. She's trying to be this meanie, and I'm just like, excuse me, what are you trying to be mean for? Like seriously. That's is weird, but
I don't mind her. I think she's all right.
Maybe so. She has moments. Matthew says, I'd say the same, 8 as well. Okay, fair enough. Thank you for joining in the show, Matt. Thank you for joining. But yeah, I'll give it a solid 8 as well. 100%. Teeth and Problems were exactly what you said. But all in all, great episode. So moving swiftly on, we're going to be talking about a certain superstar, former superstar that was tipped to possibly show up at Dynamite because it's his hometown and everything, and he's already a free agent since leaving NXT. And that is, of course, Johnny Gargano. Of course, he did not show up or wasn't even backstage at Dynamite, and people wondering like, well, why not? I mean, you just
I wonder why. And you look to his wife, who's like about to explode.
Literally, yes, that is the main reason. That's simply because she is heavily pregnant, due to pop any second soon, and yeah, he just obviously lived to his staying by his word by saying, I'm going to stay by my wife's side, and actually look to be a father. It'd be kind of crazy for him to like say, "Oh yeah, I understand, baby."
But Gargano's actually going to do something for himself and not just jump ship for everyone else.
Tony Khan kind of needs me, so I'll just stay there, right? Stay sweet. All right, cool.
But babe, I've got a match with Adam Cole. It's like, no, you gotta stay home. You got your responsibilities. You're not getting a match with Punk. You're not getting a match with Cole. You gotta stay home like a good boy.
It's weird, but yeah, that is the sole reason. Makes sense. Why blow a great debut, a great possible debut, just to get a hometown pop? I'm totally fine waiting until he even shows up All Out. Save that, because that show is pretty much been solidified as the show that's their WrestleMania.
It's weird. You would have said I would have said Double or Nothing was their WrestleMania because it was their first ever live pay-per-view they ever did as AEW as a company. But All Out really taking it to the next level.
I have more memories of the All Out pay-per-views about big momental moments happening All Out more than Double or Nothing. 100 of course, with the glitz and glamour with Double or Nothing, you get is what I got at casino stuff, and it has its moments. But I'm still I think All Out has definitely become their more memorable pay-per-views. 110%. So I would say leave that to All Out. That's more than enough time for him to be a dad, look after the little one, and just show up however he sees fit, and
who knows, he might go to Impact or New Japan. Doesn't have to go to AEW.
It doesn't necessarily go to AEW, but I think logistically, I mean some of his status, I don't think Impact can even afford him, and New Japan's quite far. Even the US version of New Japan ain't as popping. It doesn't really nothing's really happening. So AEW is the more logical place for him. Obviously the landscape could completely change by then. That's what September? That's September?
September. September is usually All Out time.
So anything can happen from by then. But I would say definitely wait till then. But that's the sole reason why he did not show up. So, and just to cap it all off, this was the question that I was going to be asking you as well. Hangman Adam Page is, of course, the current AEW World Champion, but there has been talkings on within the IWC that people are saying that it's starting to become as like the third or maybe fourth most important thing on AEW TV right now. So my question is to you right now: do you think that is Hangman Adam Page's title run, is it already faltering? Like, what's your thoughts on his current title run right now, considering he just had 2 great matches, and then now he's got obviously Lance Archer, but where they have been placed, it doesn't feel as prominent as CM Punk and MJF, or they're not in the same conversation. So do you think that his title run is faltering so far, or you think there's still a chance?
I would say no.
Okay.
And the main reason that is he worked with Bryan Danielson in some stellar matches that were opening the show, promoted pretty well, did high ratings. I only think the reason why people may say it's faltering now is just because he's just doing something with Lance Archer. Mind you, Lance Archer's been off with an injury after that Eddie Kingston match, so maybe Lance is just having to get back into the feel of things and feel good. But I like Lance. I think Lance is great, a great monster heel, which is what he should be. He shouldn't really do babyface too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like the story of getting the Hangman's win was exceptional. The whole thing with Kenny, you can see that was a plan from when the company in inception. And I think what people can see is faltering is just that they're entering a territory of where they've not prepared. They probably prepared for Hangman to get the title, and now they're just looking at the landscape of where to go from there. He's done great things with Bryan Danielson. That was great. I just feel like another thing as well is they've got these huge stars like Punk that people will just tune in to see Punk. And you've got to promote them as well, but you've also got to consider your guy who is the main champion as well.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's obviously because I raised this question doesn't mean I totally think that his thing is faltering. It's definitely there's still room for improvement, but yeah, I'd say I think obviously with Bryan Danielson, those two matches helped him solidify himself as a legit champion.
Yeah.
You know, they were lengthy, they were hard hitting, and you know they're already match of the year candidates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So they definitely helped. Obviously this Lance Archer feud is obviously filler up until he gets to what's the Revolution to obviously get a more potential threat to his title, which is most likely going to be Adam Cole, I'd say. Or maybe MJF, maybe. But
I think the way it's going to be Adam Cole, because that loss didn't count in that match. He'll stay at number one ranked. Adam Cole at Revolution, and then MJF will beat Punk, climb up the rankings because he's beating an undefeated guy, and then MJF will take the title off Hangman, and then MJF will be the next heel champion.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because that's what it's pretty much. There's always been in it. It has to be heel, face, heel, face, heel, face. So
yeah, Jericho was a heel, Mox was a face, Kenny was a heel, Hangman was a face.
Yeah, so yeah, makes sense for it to be Adam Cole. Sorry, MJF. So yeah, 110%. And the company's spot for choice into who his contenders can be up until he faces MJF, which is most likely going to be probably Double or Nothing, probably in it. Yeah, most likely be Double or Nothing. So yeah, I would say it's definitely not run its course. Just because obviously the way they placed it. I think the thing is that they've actually, because Lance Archer is basically a solid mid-carder, they make it be a mid-card feud, so they're actually matching it. They're not overhyping it because people already know that, like, us smart people, we're going to know, like, most likely Hangman is going to retain. So they're not going to give you a sense of disbelief where we usually get from the other company, where we already know the landscape of what's going to happen. Like, say, for example, remember when Big E was facing Drew McIntyre for the title? Oh, sorry, the other way around. But the following week, he's going to be going to SmackDown. You're having this in Saudi Arabia, like, but you're hyping this up as if Drew McIntyre could possibly. It doesn't make sense. But
another way you could look at it is like with Jonathan Gresham with the original ROH title. He's booked to face Brandido in like a supercard match at Ring of Honor, but he's got like 4 bookings up to then in title matches. So you can kind of look and be like, oh, he's not going to drop it. Why the fuck would I tune into these matches?
Yeah, exactly my point. Yeah, exactly. So, so I think what they're doing, placing this as a mid-card feud, it makes sense because Lance Archer is a mid-carder person. It's not dragging Page down. They just know that everyone's majority of their fan base are pretty much are marks. So, you know, we know how this is going to turn out. But when it comes to the legit ones, that potential threats like Cole, like MJF, those are the ones they're gonna really build it up to be a main event. So yeah, you still got room. There's still life in this run. So yeah, 110%. I'm enjoying it. It's just obviously this feud is not important.
And it's still early days. Basically, it's still early days, I would say.
Yeah, exactly. It's still in its early days. 110%. I think it's because you hardly see him on TV that much. Because
he's got a kid as well that he's got to look after and a wife and all that.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Say. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Everyone that's watching, what do you think of Hangman Page's title run? Do you think it's still got legs? Are you bored of him? You know, is there any potential people you wanted to face? Let us know in the comments.
Now, I will say to us, I want to raise a question to yourself.
Oh, go ahead, lay it on me.
So, as we know, this Wrestle Kingdom this year, we saw New Japan and Noah have a crossover night.
Right.
So, and it was also said by Dave Meltzer that New Japan were interested in having a cross night with AEW.
Yeah.
So, what free matches from a New Japan guy and an AEW guy would you like to see? I know my free.
Instantly, from the top of my head, Omega versus Okada, 110%. Moxley against what's that guy with the cap? I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm not a huge and New Japan mark, so I don't really know the name. But you know the guy, what's his name? Is it Naito?
Naito, yes, Naito.
Yeah, Moxley against Naito will be interesting. And Ibushi versus, oh man, Kota Ibushi versus
Cole?
Either Cole or Punk.
Either
Cole or Punk.
Well, that's a good choice.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah. You know, yeah, because I'd say Punk because I haven't really seen him mix with New Japan kind of style. So I wonder if you see if he can actually hang with that kind of strong style. So yeah, fuck it, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll say those three. Yeah, but definitely main event Omega versus Okada.
Yes,
5, whatever it is, whatever.
That's it. In the Tokyo Dome, 7.5 stars. Let's go.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Yeah. What about you?
For me, I definitely want to see Punk versus Kenta.
Holy shit! How could I forget about Kenta? Yes, yeah. That's hard. Yeah.
Looks like all that match would just be who can hit the GTS first.
Yeah, the Battle of the GTS.
That's it.
Put that there, right? The Battle of the GTS. Fuck it.
I would like to see Will Ospreay versus Adam Cole.
Holy fuck, yes.
Yeah.
That's hard. Yeah.
And then I would like to see Okada versus Bryan Danielson.
Jeez. Okay. All right, but who would you win though? Who would you want to win?
So I would have Punk win against Kenta.
Okay.
Which is a shame against Kenta. And I would have Ospreay win in his matchup because I just think Ospreay's amazing.
Right.
Winner keeps the move. That's it.
Winner keeps the better GTS. Fuck it.
Yeah. No. Have the Kenta Punk match be Punk wins with the Pepsi plunge. Doesn't use the GTS. He uses the Pepsi plunge to win.
Okay. Fair enough.
Bryanson and Okada. I would like to see Bryan Danielson win. I like to see Bryan Danielson win against Okada.
Okay, so AEW pretty much retains or pretty much wins most of the matches, I'd say.
They win too, then Ospreay gets his little win against Cole.
Yeah. Okay. That's interesting choices. Yeah. All right. In my ones, I would say Omega wins. In his one. And then Punk versus Ibushi. I'll probably say Ibushi. Yeah. And I forgot my other one.
That's the thing. Like you look at AEW and New Japan. There's
that was it. Moxley. Sorry, Moxley against Naito. Yeah. Moxley, 100%. Yeah, Moxley against Naito, 100%.
Yeah. There's such great matchups you could have in New Japan and AEW. It's just like, it's just mouth watering.
Sorry, we're not skipping the fact you just said Daniel Bryanson.
Oh, sorry. I'm JR for a night. Yeah, Daniel Bryanson, the WWE World Champion in AEW. We'll go with that.
That was hilarious. That was. I'll never forget. I was just quick thing. I was going through a deleting spree on my phone, and I remember I screen recorded this awful botch that happened on Raw. I don't know if you saw it when it was. I think it was Nikki Ash versus Tamina.
Man, I don't watch Raw, so
fair enough. So basically, it was Nikki Ash versus Tamina, and then I think Nikki Ash did a splash up the top rope, and then the ref went for the 1-2, and he went for the 1-2-3. Tamina kicked out, and then Tamina's music played, and then the announcer actually said, "And your winner of this match, Tamina, the one that just got pinned. It was fucking awful. It was so fucking weird. I was like, how did this make live TV? It was actually absolutely cringe.
It's the raw demographic. All the over 50s are demented anyway, so they forget every 5 seconds.
Clearly, 100%. 100%. Ben Allison says, however, the sad reality is that if the show does happen, it will be a multi-man tag matches. Oh, he's talking about if it was AEW versus New Japan.
Mate, if we get the Elite versus Bullet Club, I'm not going to complain.
Ooh, elimination style. I like that.
And then we all know Evil's going to win it because Evil gets booked like the god he is in New Japan. So it's like, yay, woo, Evil wins.
110%, 100%. Matthew says, I would like to see Malachi Black challenge for the world title at some point. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah,
I wanted to,
definitely.
I think they're biding their time with him. But I think his time will definitely come.
Yeah, I can see them doing a tag. I can see them doing a tag team run with Brody King first, and then going for the world championship.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the beauty about AEW. It's like just because they were obviously at a certain stature at WWE, they're not doing the TNA route. Whereas they just, all right, you were obviously a big name in WWE, so you automatically get hot shot through for a title. There's only a couple of exceptions, like Bryan Danielson, to a point, CM Punk, but he hasn't really challenged for the title yet.
No.
There's only certain people that can have an exception. Malachi Black, you can definitely, he's there for the long term. He's got a lot of life in him. So yeah, give it to him.
We've not seen Sting go immediately for the title as well. So that's
exactly 100%. Going back to about the multi-tag match, Ben says it won't be an elimination style, unfortunately. Yeah, it probably won't be elimination style because everyone probably would start saying, oh, it's like Survivor Series, so it probably wouldn't be. Likely to happen before the end of the year, though. Rumor backstage in AEW is that talks are ongoing. With New Japan. Okay.
Well, it looks like I'm going to just quit my job and just sit here waiting.
Yeah,
just for the match gets announced, and I'm going to book the tickets, and I'm fucking off to Japan.
Oh man!
If it was to happen, do you think they would do it in Japan, or do you think they do it in the States? A crossover show with New Japan.
I think they probably have. It's either going to definitely be in America, or there will be one here, one in the States, one in Japan. That's why I think it's going to happen. But like he said, just like I was about to say, but Ben said it as well, pandemic dependent, of course, because it is pretty rife over there.
I'll better get to work, eh?
Yeah, 100%. Have you been to Japan?
No, never. I want to, definitely.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah, I've only been there once. It's honestly, I'll tell you, everyone, it is the most cleanest place I've ever been, and the most safest place I've ever been to.
Wow, definitely a departure from the streets of Glasgow, and
I'm sure your mind is going to be blown. You're like, what is
like, this? Oh my god, kids are playing in the streets. This is like a nice civilization over here. Holy shit.
It's crazy, 100%. I don't think I'll be able to live out there though. It's pretty nuts out there. In terms of accommodations and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty mad over there. But to visit and to experience the culture and all that, it's pretty cool. Definitely pretty cool. So that was fine. So Matthew asks, what do you think of Andrade's AEW run so far? Not good. I'll be honest, not good. It's definitely falling by the wayside. I think he has more matches on Dark Elevation more than he does on Rampage and Dynamite combined. This thing that he's having going on with Matt Hardy, I don't understand it. I don't know.
I think what we can see from it is Andrade will take over the HFO or disband it or something.
Yeah,
they'll all attack Matt Hardy, and then Jeff Hardy's going to run in. Hardy Boys reunite.
Yeah, they're teasing more than ever about Jeff Hardy showing up. Sammy Guevara did a Swanton Bomb. There was Matt Hardy said something, him and his brother, obviously, the private party was like him and his brother. They're definitely alluding to that. So that is most likely to happen for sure. I mean, why wouldn't you have the Hardys? Why not? This is a season booking. So
let's just hope we don't get Jeff Hardy versus Sting. Like Victory Road again. Let's avoid that.
Oh my god. Run that back, yeah.
No.
Run that back.
Oh my days.
See the writing on the wall right there, definitely. But yeah, what's Ben saying? Plan is for it to happen in Japan. Okay, part of New Japan Wrestling's 50th anniversary. Right.
Wait,
Okay.
Chaos, can you hear that? I think that's the sound of Dave Meltzer exploding with excitement.
I know, right?
Tokyo Dome. He's like, oh, my rating scale is going to go off the chart.
8.9 out of 10. Oh, 5, whatever his thing is. Yeah, just
whatever this fucking Meltzer scale is just now.
He's something else. He's something else. But yeah, that's why what were we talking about? We're always going to tangent.
We were talking about Andrade's run.
Yes, Andrade's run sucks. What do you think? What do you think of what? No, let me ask you this: what could definitely help him come out of the slump?
So, don't change his look at all. I love the black mask look with the mask and the suit and all that. That's fine. I just think he needs to either enter the world title picture or win the AAA Mega Championship and have a championship in AEW.
Right.
Because so I've seen some people say, "Oh, he should come out with Ric Flair."
No.
No. There's no need.
You don't want that guy next to you right now. Not now.
Ric Flair's a bit crazy on the Twitter page right now.
I'm sure. I am sure. Yeah, you don't need him to come out. One thing I feel that also kind of hinders him, and it's I'm sorry, but this is my opinion. He needs to stop being on the mic. I can't take his promo skills. I'm sorry. Like that is, I mean, you're great in the ring, all that stuff, but your mic skills, I'm sorry, it's poor. It's appalling.
Do you think he'll get better when Chavo Guerrero comes back from filming the Rock Season 2 show?
No. No. I mean, just have your sideman talk for you, like what Finger does for Penta.
Yeah. Alex. Well, he's got Jose the bodyguard, who's ripped as fuck.
He doesn't do fuck all. He's just he's too busy pulling out Art Anderson when he fucking botches and falls into a hole by the entranceway, and then still has him beat his ass afterwards. It's fucking weird. So. But whatever. Yeah, Andrade has potential. I don't think don't write him off just yet.
No.
But it's not looking good right now. But right now, let's see what happens with this Hardy family thing. Like you said, it's
Hardy family office. That's what it is.
Yeah, a whole mouthful. Whatever. Just whatever. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, it's not looking good. But early days ish for him.
Well, what about Jay Lethal?
What about him?
Exactly. What's going on with Jay Lethal? Do you think he's getting a bad run as well?
Not necessarily. I just feel like he was. If I thought he was someone that would be that's a veteran that's there to put over the younger guys. I don't think he's there for something major, because he's been in the game for a long time. I'm pretty sure I've been there since, like, I followed his career since the early TNA days before he was the Black Machismo.
Oh God.
So yeah, he's been in the game for a long time. I think that, and he was one of the longest Ring of Honor champions, wasn't he? He had it for a long time, didn't he? I
think he had it for quite a while, but I think Samoa Joe is still the longest ever reigning.
Really? Okay. So. Okay. Fair enough. Well, so yeah, I feel like I'll put him in the slot where he just elevates other people. No pun intended, but stay in dark elevation. And then just take it there. I don't think he's gonna get a world title run. Because no one's pining for him to be in the main title picture right now. So yeah, I would say just stay there. I'm cool with where he's at right now. That's my opinion.
That's fair.
So yeah, just to wrap things up, because we've gone on quite a bit before we've gone to Dynamite and everything. WWE 2K22 as an official release date on March 11th. Have you seen the trailer and all that stuff? What's your thoughts on it? Really? Okay. So all right. So
look,
are you still scarred?
If you're in the video game sphere, trailers can look very different from the real product.
I understand that, but still, compared to 2K20 though.
Oh yeah, anything could be fucking better than that. Like WCW Thunder on the PS1 is better than that.
That's saying a lot.
Yes, as long as GM mode is good, works, and if it's saying this multiplayer feature that it's got is fine, that's fine. That sells enough for me. I'm happy with that. As long as GM mode works, you got my purchase, and it doesn't break.
And it doesn't break. Yeah, that's one thing I'm worried about. You know, since the latest trailer came out, I had my ear to the ground and trying to find out as much details as I can. It seems it's going positive. Obviously, you don't have create a finisher. You can't do create a story. Those are the two of my favorite things I was hoping you could do in this one. But they said obviously GM mode is back. What else they said? You can like place weapons wherever you want now. I don't know if you remember the last ones. You can only do it in certain places. Now you have free roam.
I don't know if they've said for GM mode, is it still like SVR 08 where you have the other brands competing against you, or is it just like a single? Because I'm pretty sure it will be, right?
Right now, I think it's no, it's a battle of the brands. There's also going to be a co-op mode, so you can actually team up or go against your friends online or couch, which is pretty cool.
I think it sucks that you can't create a brand, because I would just like to create ECW and just have ECW kick.
That was another thing as well. So I don't think you actually get control immediately of, say, Raw or SmackDown. I think you have to actually build yourself up, because there was one screenshot of like you see Ricochet, but it's in like a back parking lot. So I think you actually take control of either Deville, Pierce, McMahon, or the other one. Can't remember what the other one is.
Shane, is it Shane, Stephanie?
That's it. Shane, Stephanie. Yeah, those four. Yeah. So you don't actually start with the major promotion first. I think you start with what's the other one? Was it BCW or something like that? And then you go to So I think there is a battle of the brands. I think especially when you go to the main shows, you get to do that. So
gonna have Baron Blade be the top guy.
Oh, Baron Blade. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, exactly, most likely. But it's looking promising, 110%. One thing I was worried about, even there's little things like it's minor, but they said they've included the thing where, so obviously, when you select your character, now they're using actual like real life photos of wrestlers. And this one, obviously in previous games, you could have like your like a real life image of the wrestler, and then next to it you could use a created character, but it's the one that's been generated in the game, so it looks computer generated, so it looks kind of like weird. But in this one, apparently you can upload an actual photo of yourself, and then has like an actual real life version of yourself if you wanted to. And then so this presentation looks more on the ball now. It's minor for me, but it's still pretty cool.
I mean, we all know that CM Punk's going to be the most created wrestler as soon as that thing hits the shelves.
100%. And another thing as well, they said as well, with customer creations, apparently it's cross-play as well. So it's not just condensed onto one platform. So you can, if they've been created on Xbox, you can play it on the PS4, 4, or 5 if you wanted to. So that's
all the PC modders are like, yes, free real estate.
Yes.
We're gonna make this shit.
100%. Matthew says, I wish Teddy Long was an option to depict. Oh my god.
Imagine though, that's actually a good point. Imagine you could pick like Teddy Long, the anonymous GM, or Paul Heyman, or like Hornswoggle. Make Hornswoggle the one just for shits and giggles.
Oh fuck it, this is the anonymous general manager. Fuck it.
Like,
that'd be interesting. Yeah, but that's too many options. You're not allowed to have.
Well, we know that would be like $5 a character, please. Give us money.
Basically. But yeah, I think it's definitely it's a huge step up to 2K20. A huge step up from Battlegrounds.
Because they fucked up and now they have to make the money back.
They have to make double. They have to make double because obviously last year was cancelled, innit? So I think they got a lot.
They had Battlegrounds. They had Battlegrounds, whatever that was.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm definitely I might even do some live streams as well of the game as well to give our thoughts as we play. But yeah, that is my thoughts on.
I will say, Chaos, who do you think is going to arrive? Do you think Veer will arrive first on Raw, or will he arrive first in 2K22 first?
2K22. 110%.
Oh, Veer's going to be the collector edition. It's a statue of Veer, 6 costumes, a Veer championship, Veer Titantron. The Veer package.
They're going to send Veer to GameStop to go and get them a couple copies. That's where they're sending Veer to. That's where they're sending Veer. Fuck you talking about? He ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I'll be very surprised. No, actually, no. He's my pick for a surprise entrant in the Rumble.
Really?
No. And not only that, but he's going to be in the final four. Fuck it.
Screw it. I'll do you one better. My surprise entrance, Matt Cardona.
Good shout. Yeah. I can believe that. And he's going
to come back. Cena's going to come back in the Rumble. He'll eliminate Cena for him kissing, who was it, Eva Marie? While he was in that wheelchair.
Long-term booking. There you go. WWE at its finest. 100%. You heard it here first.
The Deathmatch King is going to dethrone the Tribal Chief.
Imagine that.
I'll be happy.
Oh, man.
I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. Wishful thinking. But yeah, on that note, guys, that has been our review on AEW Dynamite, as well as everything in between. And thank you very much again, Soul, for joining us on this glorious episode of Take It to the Table.
Oh, always happy to be here.
Of course. We've got more comments coming in. Matthew says, apparently Bad Bunny is going to be in the Rumble. He's not going to be in the... You only get one celebrity in the Rumble. And you
they got Johnny Knoxville. Come on. Or they get... Who was that chick? Who was that chick that was on NXT with the very large assets?
I don't know. I'm to be honest, I have not been watching NXT 2.0.
I know you're too young to watch NXT. Have you seen their demo?
No, I didn't realize. No,
you're a young man. It's not your cup of tea. It's for the care home residents.
The what? Sorry,
the care home residents.
The care home residents. That's the highest demographic. That's the most they can get. 100%. Wow. I think Matthew says Ollie J. I think her name is.
That's it. We'll have her win the female Rumble.
Okay. I don't know who this. I need to find. Hold on. Let me check this out. Hold on.
Viewers, watch Chaos's eyes explode.
Hey. Hey. Was really good, Ollie. Hey.
Save to private folder.
Does she rap or sing or something?
Who fucking knows? Don't think anyone pays attention.
Where did he find this? Oh, she's a singer. Oh, okay.
Could you tell?
No. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm too old. I'm too old for this. I mean, I'm too young. Sorry. I'm too young.
Yes. Yeah. They replaced Poppy with her. Because, Poppy was associated with Triple H.
Right. Yeah. Say no more on that. Okay, Ollie J, fair enough. Only you would know that, Matthew, man. You little mix.
You naughty boy. Naughty.
Oh my God. Anyway, on that note, glorious note.
Explosive 100%. Note.
On an explosive note, in about 5 minutes. This has been Take It to the Table.
Chaos, the children. This is a PG show. Come on,
man. No, this is TV 14. Fuck that. That's TV MALSV. But yeah, this has been Take It to the Table. I have been your host, Chaos. He has been Soul. Make sure you follow us at official_TITTT, as well as at Wrestling Republic for all your breaking news, opinions, debates, honestly, articles, all that good stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys. Peace.